Greetings and welcome, people. Beautiful view down in the Amberley Valley today. And welcome indeed to the middle of January 2019. I trust your holiday period and New Year have gone really well. That your 2019 is shaping up to be everything you want. And ooh, what was that stink? Yeesh. If anybody is interested, I had a very pleasant Christmas and New Year. Nice and quiet, just me and my family, how we like it. Probably a sign of sign of getting old. The rest of the valley down there looking rather good. But to the subject of this vlog, this is not the vlog I was hoping for, to paraphrase Obi-Wan Kenobi. Excuse me, in one of the Star Wars films, I can't remember which one now. I think it's the first one. Although weren't they all called In a Galaxy Far, Far Away? No, that's just me getting it wrong. Haha. Yes, it's not quite the vlog I was hoping to make, or not quite either of the two vlogs I was hoping to make to start the 2019 vlogging extravaganza. We have a little tradition in our family, other families may very well do the same. We don't write letters to Father Christmas anymore because obviously we're too old for Father Christmas to bring us stuff. He only brings gifts for the little kiddies. When you get above a certain age, he doesn't bring you presents anymore. That's why he lets you stop believing in him. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But we do write lists, basically for the simple purpose of giving our other family members ideas of what to buy or ideas to inspire something to buy. So we don't necessarily want exactly what's on the list, although that would be nice. But if it gives one of the other family members an idea of something to buy, what we call off list, or they may have their own idea of what to buy for other family members, it's just a little aid. But there was an item on my list that I really would have quite liked. In fact, I was actually, in the run-up to Christmas, going through the thought process of how I was going to use this item to create one or possibly two vlogs. I had an idea for an opening sequence where I'm on the bike and I introduce the basis for this item. Then I was going to cut to an in-house scene where I did an unboxing and a discussion of what I do at the moment against what I plan on doing with this item. And then possibly segue into an installation video. Bit of mud on the road back there. And etc. And going into testing this item, showing how it works, etc. And talking about a few points about why I particularly picked that item as opposed to various other items like it that are on the market. So there was plenty of material there, I think, for certainly a good length video, maybe a bit too long for one video, but I could have found a logical breakpoint and made a part 1 and part 2, so that would have been in total the first 3 vlogs of the year basically sorted out. But that didn't materialise, which I'm not complaining about. That's I'm perfectly happy with the presents I did get. It's just that obviously it would have given me some other things to do if I'd got that item, but there we go, I didn't, so I couldn't. So now I'm in the situation of trying to decide whether I go ahead and purchase that item for myself when the opportunity arises, or whether I wait and see if somebody will buy it for me for my birthday. The only drawback there is that my birthday is not until May, so it's quite a long wait, and if somebody still doesn't buy it for me, I'm in the situation I am now. At which point I obviously would go ahead and buy it myself. But I could preempt that by buying it anyway. So we'll see. You never know, circumstances may arise which make buying it ahead of my birthday a good idea. So that led me on to the second thought I had. A lovely old church here, Saxon style bell tower. My second idea was late last year I became aware of a place of interest, shall we say, a POI, that's about an hour from me. Good morning, sir. Afternoon in fact. About an hour from me. That would have made a nice ride there and back to vlog some of that, but also, heated grips time, my hands are getting a bit chilly, but also a little bit of footage and photography around the place of interest. So I thought, okay, that sounds like a good plan B. Let's get that organised. So I started researching it, went onto the website for this place of interest, saw how much it was for a ticket to get in, and I thought, I'd better check their opening hours so I can see how early I can get there, make a nice trip of it, spend the day. And it was at that point that I realised that they are not open until March. They basically closed down from November to February. So that was plan B scuppered. Great. I'll have to explore some of these back roads around here sometime. They look quite interesting. Maybe when the weather's better and the roads are less likely to be covered in mud and other stuff. So there we are. They are still very much things I want to do. As I say, I may purchase the item for the video that I was planning on purchasing. And obviously it's only a few weeks till March, and I'll be able to make the video for video B. Dear me, oh goodness. Didn't really need those vertebrae fusing together in my spine, thank you very much. So I've just had to revert to situation standard of riding and rambling. But for that I've decided that I will come out along a road that I either have not done before or I have not done in a long, long time. This here that I'm riding through is Pulborough, and there's a very narrow bridge and a big lorry coming through it. And we are heading out to Whittleworth. I'm going to take it easy because while the roads look dry and clear, pardon me, some of the areas that are well shaded by trees don't get the sun very much, and they could still be damp and slick. Certainly in the winter months they do get a bit slick with deposits And great side entrance, if you do. Cross over the River Arun. Oh, very nice, picturesque bridge there. I might have to check that out sometime. Very nice. Yeah, I will. Next time I'm out for a run, I will do that. Actually, the planning that I had undertaken for the ride out to a point of interest did include running past and taking a look at a location that many of you might be familiar with. Yeah, these roads are a bit yucky. They don't get the sun. Yeah, I am not out to get my knee down today. Just out to get some time on the bike, get the bike some time on the road and running. And that is not a very long road at all. We're arriving at Fittleworth already. So it is just a quick loop. In fact, that might become a secondary loop. Wincolm Hill. Oh, nice dirt bike tracks up there. I don't know whether the dirt bikes are allowed around here. I'll have to look into that. Quite a nice village, Fittleworth. Oh, very nice house up there. Don't know whether the camera picked that up. Yes, oh, that's nice as well. Very nice indeed. Ambling along at 40, I'm in the 30 limit. Very good. So that's just a little bit of chat to let you know what I was... Oh, that's nice as well. Another nice church. I must... one of these days I will do a little series on local churches. Don't worry, I'm not going to start trying to convert you all. You do what you do. I'll do what I do. Which is probably not what you think. So yes, I've run through here quite a number of my vlogs, quite often going that way. It's a very nice village with some lovely properties. So there we are. Some things coming up that are bike related in other areas, or at least one main thing, is in January, February, March, just over 2 months. Babe here is due to go in for its annual MOT inspection. I think in some countries you do call it annual inspection or roadworthiness check or whatever. And I have decided that I'm not going to chance putting it through with that back brake making that odd noise. The back brake disc has got a lip on it. It is, I believe, to be excessively worn, and I think it is more likely to fail. I would rather not chance it. I have a new brake disc at home for it. I just want to give the centre of it a little coat of high temperature black paint to make it look a bit more like an OEM part, because it's not, it's an aftermarket part. It is about £30 cheaper than the OEM part. But then again, I've had to spend money and I will have to spend time on painting it, so did I really save that much? But anyway, there we go, it is what I have and it will go on. The paint is on its way. I couldn't find any local supplier for it. Excuse me. So as soon as I get that, I need a dry day to do it. It is, in all technicalities, it is actually too cold for painting, but I'm going to try my best. I'll use a hairdryer or a heat gun to warm the item and the paint, and the environment that the item will be drying in will be kept warm. So hopefully it will turn out okay. If it doesn't, it'll go on anyway, and I'll wait until summer, the warmer weather gets here. I'll take it off and I'll strip the paint off and I'll do it again. I just need that disc on to reduce the risk of failing the MOT on that. So other things, I can't think of much else. It's once the MOT is safely under Babe's belt, once it has another roadworthiness certificate for another year, I will of course do an oil and filter change. Do one of those every year regardless of how many miles I do. Oh great. Whole load of traffic coming through. Marvellous. Nothing coming that way, and off we go. So a nice view out over the Sussex hills. Something else I might try and incorporate more in my vlogs is find somewhere nice like this to stop, see if I can get a decent view of the countryside and just include a few small clips of what it's like around here. So at that point, I think I've covered pretty much everything I thought of talking about. Yeah, so as I've said before, I trust you're all keeping well, and continue to keep well, keep warm, keep safe. And as most vloggers say, ride safe. You can't enjoy your bike from a hospital bed, or if your bike is wrapped around a tree, or if an even worse situation has arisen. So take care, have fun, but be safe. Speak to you again soon. Cheerio for now. more fun on this hill before they put the lower speed limit in. Oh well.